So we're talking about the brain waves. They kind of kick from the alpha down to the beta, down to the theta. Delta probably isn't happening here because you would need to be like a very trained meditator to get to that kind of deep state. So for sure in that beta theta, that daydreaming, where they're feeling like they're having a little bit of a travel or a journey, or they're deeply breathing and they're in a very deep state of relaxation. After a sound session, I invite people to actually stay on the table in silence for 5 minutes to 20 minutes because the space is still reverberating with all that sound. And it is beautiful in the stillness. It's just like more peace, more calm, more expansive energy fills the space. And I actually see light, and so I watch the light come in and circle around the table, and it just washes over people. It's so beautiful. So I feel like I have like a little mini light show when I get to just be in my own stillness and quiet with you. And then when I start to see people moving around, I get up and I may massage the bottom of your feet and the calves just to help you ground, and then we might chat a little bit, or we might move back to the chairs. So Liz has been here several times.
Pulled like energetic bodies out of my body.
What was that cloak? What was that cloak?
Oh yeah, she asked my friend about her grief cape, if she could remove her grief cape, without knowing anything about this friend's. She'd been through a lot of loss. So I mean, Carolyn's amazing. And the sound, so I have an O blood type, and so it's really stagnant. I really do well with massage, and sound healing for me has just the best healing that I've ever experienced. So I just wanted to like share it with people.
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, we're, as a musician and just people who love music, right? The music that you're choosing can really impact your heart rate, what calms you down. I mean, I have my favorites. I think we all have favorite things that we like to listen to. And sometimes my husband's just rocking out upstairs, you know. And so whatever is healing and supportive for you, there's no right or wrong on it. It's just down here, it's quiet and peaceful and relaxing. So this is what I call the angel ball. It's just very, very sweet. And I can just literally roll that over the top of your body and just kind of gently move energy. And it's just a really, really beautiful, sweet little bowl. This bowl, I call my, this one clears. This one just like shatters energy. And so,
Bad energy.
yeah. Does everybody know what the chakras are? So right behind you, I have a chakra chart. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Megan. Vanna. So obviously, there are a lot more than those chakras. Most people think there's 7 chakras. There's actually lots and lots of chakras. I actually work with 12. But there's a lot more than that. But generally, when someone comes for the first time, I'm going to just probably work with my 7 or 12. And this one, I literally do a little offering up, like above as below, and I talk to every one of your chakras. And I'm just literally asking for anything that's ready to be released and lifted, that just gets up-leveled from your body energetically, and we just roll it out of here on the sound current. And the beauty of the sound and the way I do my own energy work is I don't have to know your stuff. You don't have to share any of it with me because it's not mine. You know, it's like if you're dealing with grief, or you have some trauma, or just had a rough relationship, or sucked with a job situation, or whatever, right? You don't have to share that with me. I'll just talk to the chakras and say, if there's something hidden or being held that's impacting your confidence or your sense of power, or all of a sudden you're not able to make your payments, like then I would work on the root chakra, you know. But so, you know, I just literally talk to them all, so it just opens up the pathway for just releasing anything that we don't need to carry in our bodies anymore. Or if you had a health crisis. Sometimes I'm guided where someone, I'll say, something going on here. I have to stop and have a little conversation. And generally someone will say, yeah, I had some blah, blah, blah. Or I'm going through blah, blah, blah. And then I'll just do some more concentrated work in that area. Otherwise, it's just real quiet. And other than yours.
Well, no, I was just going to say, I tell Carolyn everything, but she, I feel like, so she'll usually meditate on her clients before they come, and she already almost knows what I'm going to talk about before I come, which is kind of amazing. But that it really helps her to focus, like give us an upfront contract for our session and what she's going to focus on. So it can be really general, or it can be really focused depending on what your goal is. But for today's purpose, I think since there's so many newbies, just feeling the vibration and feeling actually how powerful it is. And I think the fact you talked about earlier about our bodies being water, I think that's also kind of a really impactful connection with the vibration.
The conduit. Yeah, sound is such a conductor through the water. And so it's a waveform. It's a form of consciousness.
I always like to say my first sound healing session I ever had was like better than sex.
You are hilarious. So I have certain bowls, and then we'll get busy. So this bowl, I really look as an activator bowl, and I only work with this one over the heart. So if I feel like there's some stuff like, oh, if I could just open up the heart center a little bit more for you, things are going to really start to flow in your life. And so if I'm called to pick up this bowl, I have a sense of what I think that's going to be about. These three bowls love to be played together.
Doesn't even hear church bells.
And so when I play those three together, literally I feel like I'm sending an energetic message to you. You are so loved. You are so unconditionally loved. You can't escape all love that is flowing to you in this moment. And then after I play them a few more times, usually there's another message that I'll receive that is pertinent to what is going on. But it's always the first time it's about how loved you are. And if I can just energetically fill your water and your body and your blood and all of that with that love, that is a very healing experience. These two bowls over here, this is my dog Hope, she likes to be in here.